Hey everybody, we got an update for ASM. All right, we got a new partnership going on that was just announced. I was going to say yesterday, but I'm not sure what time you're watching this video. I believe it was either September, I think it was the 8th of September. Is that what yesterday was? We'll go with it. On the 8th, ASM announced a new partnership with Galxe. You guys tell me how I'm supposed to pronounce this. Galxe. I'm going to go with Galaxy. I'll probably go back and forth. But I'm going to talk a little bit about what this is, why it's a big deal for future price action. And I want to overstate this to you guys. I'm not expecting this partnership to boom ASM prices 10x right now. It is all putting into the funnel where now a lot more people can hear about ASM. They can do a lot of little, we'll call it events or quests to get more ASM. And most of that involves learning about what ASM is to get more. So you're forced into the ecosystem a little bit more to get your crypto from it. And also learned a bunch of other crypto that I can get kind of for free just by spending some time and doing some of these quests through this website. So might play around with that a little bit in the near future too. But let's kind of get in about what this new partnership is with ASM. And again, I think this is going to be more pieces to the puzzle to add in for big price action when ASM moves. I'll say it again, guys. I would love to be wrong on this and that ASM boosts very soon. But I think ASM is going to be a late bloomer. Microcaps usually come at the end of the cycle, and I bought ASM believing it's going to come in at the end. So I wanted to buy it early to front run everything so I get in a much lower price, because when it jumps up to 8 or 10 cents, my average is a little bit under 2. It's a great start before everyone starts jumping in. And we'll do a brief little look at the charts, mostly just to answer a question or two. Someone directly requested a shout out, and I don't know, Plenty Bread. Not sure if you're going to get it, but I'll answer your question a little bit later into this video. So let's just hop right into it, and let's talk about ASM and Galxe. So very shortly, I'm going to pull up the website to Galxe. So we can go through it a little bit. There is a desktop version and a mobile app version. I'll put it up on the desktop so we can take a look at it pretty briefly. But it is essentially, Galaxy's a hub where there's a lot of, it looked like a lot of smaller crypto and projects. I didn't really dive deep to look for the large ones, to be honest. But you can do all these little quests and rewards, everything from join social media to follow this company. There's a bunch of that go to this website. I'm sure there was a few advertised like pay or join this subscription or membership and you get a bunch of points. And Galaxy also has their own little coin system. So there's a lot of ways you can get a variety of crypto rewards on this. And I thought it's kind of cool that they're pulling ASM into it. And they were advertising it. Both Galxe and ASM posted it and spread it out through on X. And of course, then I reposted it. So if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, I think I have my Twitter listing down below in the description. And I'm also going to put in my top comment that I pinned, so you know it is only me. I think it even says pinned. No one else can change it. I'll have a link to the Galaxy website so you can click and go in there. Do not click links usually in comments for any YouTube channel or anything, unless it's the pinned comment of the YouTuber or the description. And I'm going to put it in both. So that way, if your spidey sense says, I don't know, click on the one description. It's fine. Just protect yourself with this, guys. But let's pull up Galaxy and take a look at this. And I can show you a little bit about how to use it for ASM and any other crypto that you might find. Because I might do this for several of them just to get some free crypto and transfer it and other things. Here's GalaxE.com, your Web3 growth engine. And they have a bunch of hot spaces. Okay, so they do have a few larger ones. Not surprised they got Avalanche because they push pretty heavily, it appears, on gaming. They have everything that's new here. Yesterday, we had ASM sitting here. Do they still have it up here in a spot? Oh, I was looking for a quick and easy shout out. But you can see there's a bunch of different stuff here that you can go to start and join on these quests. And you get X amount of points for doing anything, just from exploring different chains. All right. Sign up into little competitions. There's a bunch of just little, it's a great marketing tool, and it's a chance for you to get a little bit of freebies. All right. So if we want to go to anything specifically, let me show you how you can do that. So I would come up here to explore and then go on to spaces. And we got a lot of different options of things that we can look into. Let's just get straight into ASM. This one was early noted. Yesterday it showed that there was, let's go ahead and take a look at ASM. There was 20 followers. Okay, so we gained 2 of them. I was number 20 yesterday. Yes, I'm going to brag about being big old number 20. Because last time I checked, I just want to compare it, see if we have any more holders, less holders, or the same. So right here we can see ways of getting different points. Assembly social. I clicked this, I followed them right here, and I got some points from it. You can go here for a little bit more. Follow Assembly AI here on Galaxy. Follow Assembly on X. Visit their website, and then you go ahead and claim to get 30 points. And then hold them up to use them in various ways, whether it's to collect different crypto, to trade it in. Actually, show you some of that, of other things that you can trade it in for. We'll go up here to the rewards hub. So everything I'm speaking about here is from what I've gathered so far, right? Again, I just discovered this website yesterday, so I might be off on a little bit of the details of how to get these points in crypto or what they use, but you get these, what they call them, Galaxy Gold, that you get from doing other type of activities, and then you can trade them in for mystery boxes to get different things. Some of those things you can get is like Galaxy, you can get USDC, you can get a little bit of wrapped ETH. And again, it's just a way to help promote learning about crypto and similar companies with the chances of getting the reward for it, which I like these kind of websites. Invite friends to earn more. Yep. So if you invite someone and they finish 10 quests, you get a little bit more of that Galaxy Gold. So I got a referral link. I'll put that down below. If you guys want to use it, help me out, feel free. If not, well, then that's also fine as well. But this way there's an option. And then obviously spread it around for you guys too. So that way when you join, you can go ahead and send the referral link. So I might end up putting this on Twitter if I remember as well. But referral, learn about tokens, explore websites, add wallets to get more points to get more crypto and tokens. Here's Galaxy, and ASM is now part of it. Pretty sweet. So ASM price action. It's been floating around the 1.8 cents for a little bit right now, and not unhappy with it. It's sitting right at my average. So again, if you guys want to bring down your average, you guys know the drills, right? The options are DCA. You now have ways you can get free ASM. You can play on Galaxy. You can join the NS3 app, earn more points to get free ASM. You can stake it. I keep saying Gate.io just because that's the only one that I know has staking with it, because it's the one that ASM directly promotes and talks about, and it's a safer spot for sure, and it's 12%. So not a bad place to do it. Or you can just sit and wait, because we might have to wait a little bit for the big pumps of ASM. I do believe that as the markets rise, ASM will with it, because it always has before, right? Rising tide's good for all ships. And I'm expecting September 17th, or so about 2 days before to a couple days after, to be really good because of the Fed meeting, presuming we get the rate cut, which is kind of expected. And I was asked by Plenty Bread, there you go, now it's official, about do I think it's going to move this month, and more so if I think it can get over 3 cents, I believe in the next month. If that's not exactly what you asked, that's why I'm going to go ahead and answer the question regardless. So let's pull up the chart and show you guys what I think about that. So here we are floating again, 1.8 cents. And so we've been hanging right down here in where I've got the buy zone, right? Again, so this was lines I put up a little while ago. There was no reason for me to change it. And yeah, about 1.8 cents has been my buy zone. I usually have a buy limit set on the lower end of 1.8 or the high end of 1.7. Right now, mine's a little lower because the last one hit. I think I have a buy limit. It's 1.7 something cents. All right. And I've got no reason to think it's going to go under 1.7 cents because it really hasn't. right? Yes, I see the, oh my God, what are you talking about? Fighting crypto went down right here. Yeah, it went down briefly and then it pretty much came straight back up. Actually came up with a pretty good vengeance. Lets us know somebody thought this was a really good buy zone too, because as one, we'll call it a whale, right? One pretty sizable purchase, blasted it up and very briefly to where there wasn't enough liquidity in here to do anything. So then it came back down. And this lets us know, hey, you hit the standard zone between 0.22, 2.2 cents. Sorry, between 2.2 cents and 1.8 cents is where the market likes keeping it. But the next big zone is the 2.7 to 3.3. So to answer the previous question, I mean, we've had a lot of time in that zone, right? Here we were dancing around there the whole time, and we hit 3.3 cents a decent amount when the market is going pretty well. So we're approximately here, and you can see there's a lot of support and resistance lines. And that's the big one that I want to see and hold, right? I do think there's a good chance that with the rate cut, so by the end of the month, we're going to go back over 3 cents. It's done it several times. The bigger thing I want to see is it hold the 3.3 cent. Right, like that's the line. It hasn't really been able to hold it for too long because people get even, everyone's very short term and nearsighted when it comes to crypto. And we're even more so when it comes to micro caps because we watch it blow up really quickly and we're like, oh, this is great. This is why we're in micro caps. And then it plummets really quickly, which that's the nature of it. But then we call it a pump and dump and think that it's garbage. And it's really just, what is your freaking view of the thing, right? There's been a lot of people here obviously see it as a short-term trade. They buy, it goes up, and they sell. I am more of a hodler, and I know a lot of you guys that watch this are too. So it can get frustrating as we see it blast up and then come back down. But smaller cap coins, a lot people are more likely to do that for trading. Now, let's play devil's advocate. Let's say Papa Powell does something we're not expecting and he denies the rate cut or says something kind of bearish with it. Then we're going to have great buying opportunities in crypto everywhere. Right? I know I'm laughing and I don't mean that too sarcastically, but if for some reason there's not a rate cut, there's going to be selling pressure in all of crypto and expect things to tank decently. Like if there's no rate cut, the 15 to 13 cent range might be a real thing then. And I've got no problem. I've got no large problems with it. I'd rather it not happen. I'm confident it'll come back up. I didn't plan on buying any more ASM, but if it starts looking like there might not be a rate cut, I will move my buy limit lower to about 1.5 or so to hit a decent buy-in at that point. But so, I mean, just be prepared. We're all expecting there to be a rate cut, and if so, everything should be raising pretty well, pretty quickly. So there might be some good selling opportunities at the second half of September. Again, depending on how you're trading, how you invest. Some of my crypto I use as full hodling. Some of it I'm much more willing to swing trade. Like ASM, for example. Let's narrow this down. Say the rate cut gets us up to 3.3 cents or so. When I say the rate cut, I mean within 2 weeks of the rate cut. All right. I'm not going to sell anything. I'm not. If it gets up to that 6 cents marker again, which it has several times, again, this is just looking like in the last year, I might sell about a quarter of my bag at 6 cents. That will be over a 3x for me. So that way, if it comes back down, let's just say the market's not ready to totally blow out ASM yet, and the prices come back down, I'm just going to buy even more ASM at a lower price. Full transparency with you guys. If I am wrong and it continues going up, awesome. I took profits and I'll just move that money into something else. So I like looking at it as a win-win situation. I don't have to get the most money possible. I just need to hit my financial goal. I feel like I've been saying this more and more, but this was a longer video than I planned. I apologize to you guys, but thank you for being here. I'll be sending an email to the Assemble AI team probably today with a few questions about, well, just about in general, to be honest. I got nothing overly new. I'm curious a little bit more connections about Galaxy, if they have anything else that they're expecting to come through. Yeah. I'll keep you guys in the loop there. Let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, I guess. Let me know what you guys are thinking. I'm here for you guys, right? Eyes rolling and sarcasm aside, when you guys get a little nervous about the price action or lack thereof with any crypto, whether it's one to talk about or not, feel free to comment in the video. I'll try to help talk you guys off a cliff, right? Um, when I was early into crypto, I was in part of a Discord or two, mostly for that reason. I learned a little bit, but the bigger thing I learned was to not lose my shit and that everything goes down, everything goes up. Just as long as you're not in a rush for it and you're not over leveraged, meaning you only put in money you can afford to lose. It's so easy just to wait. It's just annoying at most, right? We wait months and years for an overnight change to happen. So just keep that in mind. Keep your heads up. Hodl, trade, make some money, have some fun, and I'll see you guys all again soon. Peace.